Hello everyone. Thank you for joining me today. My name is Bhumika Bharadwaj, and in this presentation we'll explore a very exciting and innovative topic, Metaverse search and how information retrieval works in immersive virtual and augmented reality environment. As we move on to an era where virtual and augmented reality are becoming more integrated in our daily lives, the way we interact with and search for the information is evolving. The traditional methods of search, like typing into a search bar, are no longer enough in these immersive spaces. Today, we'll look at how we search for information in 3D environments, how virtual and augmented reality technologies handle data, and the challenges and the future of information retrieval in Metaverse. So let's dive right in and start by understanding what Metaverse is and how it changed the way we think about the search. The metaverse is a collection of virtual space made up of interconnected virtual worlds where users interact with each other and digital objects. It blends with VR, virtual reality, AR, augmented reality, and MR, or reality, to create immersive environment. In this environment, traditional search methods like Google search aren't enough. Instead of simply typing words, users need to search for 3D objects, virtual space, or interactive elements. For example, searching for an item in an AR store might require scanning the environment and displaying the related products based on virtual recognition. Why does it matter so much? Traditional text based search engines can't handle the complexity of metaverse. Instead, the search involves recognizing the objects in 3D space, tagging spatial data, and interacting in ways other than typing. Now let's see what are the importance of information retrieval in VR and AR. The first point is data explosion in metaverse. In virtual worlds, the amount of data is enormous, including 3D models, virtual space, avatars, and interactive objects. Without efficient retrieval system, users would have hard time finding specific item in these vast virtual spaces. The second one is better user experience. The seamless search experience is crucial. Imagine walking through a VR city and needing to quickly find a restaurant or search for a rare weapon in a video game. The experience must be instantaneous and contextual for it to be very useful. We have different business uses in different industries. The first one is retail. For example, a shopper could use an AR app to try on clothes virtually or check how a piece of furniture would look in their living room before buying it. Second industry is healthcare. Surgeons could use AR glasses for real-time data overlays and virtual models to assist with complex procedures. Third industry is environment. In games or movies, users can interact with characters or objects in the environment, and retrieving these objects needs to happen instantaneously. Currently, we have a 47 billion market size. Significant economic opportunity in VR AR demands efficient navigation. Growing investment highlights belief in future growth, requiring mechanism to navigate the expanding metaverse. Currently, we have 400 million active users. Large user base shows potential for widespread adoption. Intuitive search is essential for users to discover relevant content and tailored experience. And also, we have a 65% growth rate. Rapid market expansion requires scalable information retrieval. Innovation in search technology is crucial to ensure seamless navigation. Now let's understand how metaverse search works. Semantic understanding. AI interprets meaning beyond just keywords, recognizing objects based on context, shape, and attributes. For example, in a virtual store, search for a red apple doesn't just bring up the product with words red and apple, but recognizes that we are looking for a fruit with a specific color and texture. It may show different varieties of red apple, example Fuji, Gala, etc., even if those specific terms weren't mentioned. Indexing and feature extraction. Instead of text, search engines index 3D objects, spatial metadata, and user interaction to improve relevance. For example, in a VR shopping experience, the system indexes 3D models of clothing and their attributes like color, fabric type, and size. If we search for a summer dress, the system uses spatial metadata like the texture or the style of the dress to present the most relevant option. Query processing. Search queries involve multiple inputs such as text, voice, gesture, or eye tracking, with the system mapping these inputs to relevant objects and experience. For example, using a virtual assistant, we might say, "Show me the most best hiking trail near me," and use a gesture to swipe through the option. The AI processes this input, integrating location data, difficulty, and user reviews, and map it to the most relevant hiking trail recommendation. Spatial ranking. Unlike traditional searches, spatial ranking prioritizes results based on proximity, visibility, and interaction history. For example, in a VR environment, if you search for a virtual cafe, the system doesn't list all virtual cafes randomly. Instead, it ranks nearby cafes higher based on our avatar's location and may prioritize those we have interacted with more frequently, offering a more personalized experience. Now let's understand what are the tools and platforms used in metaverse search. Unity AI. Unity is a most popular game engine that also powers metaverse experience. It uses AI driven search to recognize objects in VR AR spaces, allowing for dynamic search results. NVIDIA Omniverse. NVIDIA platform helps to build 3D simulations and facilitates real time collaboration. It powers many immersive experiences and also integrates search functions based on the spatial data. Meta AR Search. Meta has its own AR system for object recognition. Users can search the virtual world using the Meta's AR glasses or Quest VR headset, which are designed to help identify objects in the real world or virtual spaces. Google AR Core and Apple AR Kit. These are the most popular tools used by developers to create AR experience. Both platforms allow for object detection, tracking, and integration with search functions. Now let's see what are the challenges in the metaverse search. Complexity. Search involves multiple modalities: text, voice, images, gestures, and spatial data. System must accurately map these inputs to have a meaningful insight. Cross-modal retrieval requires integrating various input types such as text, images, 3D models for effective research. For example, searching for a modern lamp should retrieve both images and 3D objects. Data structure. Storing and indexing 3D objects and spatial data requires advanced architecture. Efficient retrieval depends on spatial database and AI-driven categorization. Privacy and security. Sensitive and personal data such as eye movements, gestures, voice commands are used in different searches. Strong encryption and decentralized control are needed to protect our user data. Now let's see what are the ethical considerations in the metaverse search. Metaverse search raises several ethical concerns that must be addressed to ensure a fair and secure digital environment. The first one is user privacy and data security. Since metaverse search involves in real-time interaction and data collection, which includes voice, gesture, and location, user privacy must be protected. For example, if a virtual shopping mall collects user preferences without consent, it can lead to a data misuse. Second one is AI biases and misinformation risks. AI-driven search results can reflect biases presenting in training data, leading to misinformation. For example, a virtual museum search should provide an accurate historical facts, but biased AI models might present misleading information. Third one is ethical challenges of immersive advertising and monetization. Companies may use personalized ads that manipulate users into making purchases. For example, in a virtual world, if an AI assistant constantly recommends expensive digital clothing, users may feel pressurized to buy unnecessary items. Now let's understand what are the technical innovation driving metaverse search. There are several advanced technologies power metaverse search, making it more efficient and immersive. The first one is machine learning, and deep learning. AI helps to improve search accuracy by analyzing users' behavior and preferences. Example, a VR fitness app recommends exercises based on previous searches and physical activity levels. Natural language processing (NLP) enables voice-based search, making it easier to interact with Metaverse. For example, instead of typing, one can say, "Find me a virtual workspace," and the system will display available VR offices. Blockchain and decentralized search. This ensures transparency and security in the data storage and retrieval. For example, users searching for real estate in a virtual city can verify property ownership via blockchain records. Fourth one is 5G and edge computing. This enables faster processing and real-time data retrieval, making searches smoother. For example, a virtual tour guide instantly provides historical facts about landmarks in an AR travel app. Now let's understand what are the business and economic impact of metaverse search. Metaverse search is not just a technological evolution, it's also creating a new economic opportunities. New revenue systems for businesses. Companies can generate income by offering paid research features, virtual goods, and targeted ads. For example, a virtual concert platform can allow users to search for premier front row tickets with AR enhanced feature. Job opportunities in metaverse search optimization. The demand for AI developers, data analysts, and search engine optimizers (SEO) for virtual worlds is increasing. Example, a company specializing in VR e-commerce hires professionals to improve product search in virtual stores. Growth of virtual real estates and digital assets. The metaverse allows people to buy, sell, and rental digital properties, leading to new investment opportunities. For example, users searching for land in Decentraland can find prime virtual location to set up businesses. Now let's understand what are the different real world use cases. We have different industries. We have four industries here: retail and shopping, healthcare, gaming, and education. Now let's understand what are the real world use cases in retail and shopping. IKEA's AR app lets us see how furniture looks in a home before buying it. Users can search for the item by voice or gestures. Healthcare industry. Surgeons uses AR glasses that overlay vital patient data and 3D models for organs during the surgery. Real-time search within this system is critical for quick data retrieval. Gaming. Players search for hidden treasures or rare items using voice commands or gestures. In AR games, players can interact with environment to find the object. Education. In virtual classrooms, students can search for historical artifacts or planets in the space, interacting with 3D objects as a part of their learning experience. Now let's understand what are the future of metaverse search. Brain-computer interface. Thought-based search using neural interface for hands-free instant result. Universal Metaverse Index, a global index for cross-platform discovery of 3D objects, experience, and avatars. Multisensory search, integrating touch, sound, and even small into search interaction. Predictive discovery. AI anticipates users' needs based on behavior and context. For example, entering a virtual store prompts AI to suggest product based on past searches. Now let's understand what is the conclusion of the metaverse search. In conclusion, search in metaverse is undergoing a revolutionary transformation. As we transition from traditional text-based search to immersive AI-powered and spatially aware system, the way we interact with the digital information is evolving rapidly. The key takeaways from today's discussion include the shift from keyboard-based search to semantic and spatial search. The role of AI-driven tools like Unity AI and NVIDIA Omniverse is enhancing the search experiences. the importance of privacy and security in ensuring safe and ethical metaverse search. Future innovations such as brain computer interface, multisensory search, and predictive discovery will shape the next era of search technologies. With AI, AR, and VR driving this transformation, search in the metaverse will become more personalized and seamless and intelligent. Thank you.